Good morning. Looks like you're stuck with me today. Jerica is upstairs putting the final edits and finishing touches on the video that she's going to release for Vlogmas today, so I figured I would come down here to the studio and get a jump on the day. I had forgotten that I actually had a task to do down here in the storage room behind me. We have been getting a lot of rain this week, like a lot of rain. I'm even, born and raised in the Northwest here, and this has been a lot of rain for me, so I can only imagine what it's like for somebody new coming to this area like Jerica. But behind me in the storage area here, there's part of the ground that gets a little wet. So I just went to the Home Depot the other day and got a few bags of rockery. It's starting to come down again. Not to the point like it was earlier this week, but it's coming again. My dad always keeps me up to date with the weather stats, and he said on, I think it was Monday, that Olympia, Washington got over 2.5 inches of rain, which set the record for that particular date in history. So it's damp and moist this time of year. Clean hands. First thing that I'm gonna do down here is wrap up these bath bombs that Jerica made the other day, and these look absolutely beautiful. And I'm so scared pulling these out because look how much clearance they have. I always think that, a bath bomb's gonna grow 1/8 of an inch or 1 centimeter or 2, and then I'm just gonna scrape off the top of that when I pull it out from underneath. So I think I'm gonna stop doing this until I put the camera down and I have 2 hands and I'm just a little more stable. Look what Jerica did here. This is actually a better idea. She skipped a layer so that there's a little bit more clearance here. Wait, okay. No, what did she do? Yeah, Jerica skipped a layer on these ones down here, so they're much easier to pull out and get a look of. I can do this with one hand. Look at those. I'm just gonna pull these racks away for right now so that I can, I think the brakes are on. Brakes off, please. There we go. Now that moves a lot easier. I'm just gonna move these out of the way so, I guess what the racks are for are to just slide the trays in and out, but I can't grab each one of the bombs that way, so I'm just going to take a tray out and put it on the table here behind me. I'm just blocking your view now. These baker's racks are really nice though, that you have the ability to just move them around, and I want to put these bath bombs here so that I have a clear pathway over to the shrink wrap machine just right over there. That's the one where the tops were very close to the next layer on the rack above them. Ugh. Why is this so close? Zoom out. And there they all are. Beautiful bath bombs. Let's see if I can do this off the top of my head. This is Snow Day. This is Snow Berry. Snow Angel is over here at the top. And I believe this is Snow Blush. And there's proof that I know these because my phone is right there. All right, I had an accident down here. So as I was trying to plug in the shrink wrap machine, I spilled my coffee down here near all the electrical, and I was panicking. But at this point I have it all cleaned up, but there's still random like splotches of coffee anywhere. Like, I'm telling you, this coffee cup, like, it just launched like in this direction towards the window on the frame, and like there's coffee now like in places that there shouldn't be coffee. Like, I don't know how, but just to show you the breadth of this, there's like coffee splashed up underneath the table there. I have no idea. Like, it ricocheted off the windowsill, off the bottom of the window, and came back up here because the cup was originally here. So I'm spending significant time cleaning this up. I actually have it cleaned up well enough to where, like, I don't think I have to tell Jerica, but she's gonna find this out because she's gonna be editing this video, so sorry, babe. Spilled coffee at the shrink wrap station. Coffee here, coffee here. All right, I think that's pretty good. We're gonna call that good. One thing that was very helpful is this filming light behind me. I kind of shifted it down so I can see everywhere beneath the table, and I'm confident that it's pretty spick and span here. So after that, I need a coffee. Hey, how's it going up here?
It's going good. Editing.
I came to get a coffee.
Okay.
More coffee.
Coffee's fun.
Coffee is good.
Yeah.
When you do it right. So now that it's a good hour and a half later, I can get to wrapping these bath bombs. I cleaned up my mess, taking the dogs out, topped up on my cup of coffee. It's a top priority when you spill yours in the studio. So now we can get going. And I am actually really excited to use the shrink wrap station and the shrink wrap machine. It's been a while since I've used this. So below the bath bomb table here, we have some bigger boxes that Jerica has saved, and there's this one that, like, straight up, like, it's like a shipment, and I don't know what's in it. So in this box, dated from, like, September 29th, over 2 months ago, it's, I looked and it's this Caterpillar cutting station. So Jerica had mentioned that she might be making a big slab moldless soap soon, so she might be needing this. So as I finish this last set of bath bombs up, I gotta say that it's been really good using the shrink wrap station again. It's like an itch that I couldn't scratch for a few months, and it's good to know that we're starting to use this roll again. I'm going to try and get footage of me moving this. There we go, that kind of worked. I was holding that with my armpit. It's really hard finding angles when you're vlogging, like lots of different angles, but this one I found right here is really good. The camera is actually sitting atop the shrink wrap roll, and it's giving a very good vantage point, I would say. I don't know if it's shaking too much when I put down the shrink wrap bar, but we'll see. Oh yeah, I like this angle. This is good. So later on today, we are going over to my brother and sister-in-law's house for little birthday dinner for my eldest niece. She is turning 13. She's now in her teens as of today. And a funny story about her day of birth way back 13 years ago. This was around the time that Jerica and I were leaving South Korea together. That's where we met almost 15 years ago now. And we were dating over in Korea. And before we left Korea to come back to North America, we decided to vacation in the Philippines for 2 weeks. So the plan was to go to the Philippines for 2 weeks, lay out on the beach. So we got to the Philippines early December, and I wanted to be back here for my niece's due date, which was, I can't remember exactly. I want to say it's the day after Christmas. I think it was December 26th. And so we planned to be in the Philippines from December 1st to the 15th. And, you know, over a week and a half, plenty of time for us to be back for my niece's birth. And it didn't go that way. I remember FaceTiming or Skyping with my brother on the 8th when we were over there. Or I guess it was the 8th here, so it might have been the 9th for us there because we were a day ahead. I remember Skyping with my brother and sister-in-law. They were like, "Yep, things are good." And then we're like, "Okay, we're gonna be back on the 15th. Don't have the baby before that." And we got a message the next day saying, "All right, we're going into labor." So we ended up missing my niece's birth, which is totally worth it because she ended up being a healthy baby. And then we got to see her when we came back, middle of December. All right. Get my shadow out of there. We got some wrapped bath bombs here. So now we can start making labels and getting these out because we have multiple orders. So there is now some freezing rain, ice rain, borderline snow. It really doesn't feel cold enough to be icing or snowing, but there it is. There's some texture down here on the steps. Feels like it has cooled off a little bit, but still not sure if it's cold enough to be straight up snowing yet. Here comes the winter.
So we got this package a few days ago from our friends in Calgary, and we've waited to open it, and we kept pushing it back, but now's the time. Let's do it.
Let's do it. All right.
Good packing job, Jenny. Kale and Jerica.
There's a card here. Merry Christmas with a reindeer. It says, "To Kale and Jericho, hope all your Christmas dreams come true. We hope," I can't read cursive. "We hope you have a wonderful Christmas and Happy New Year. Jenny and Ian."
Aw, we miss them so much.
I do appreciate cursive. I hear they're not teaching it these days, which is a shame.
For those who don't remember Ian and Jenny, they are our friends that we met Jenny in Korea over 13 years ago. Right, Kale?
Yeah.
And we've just maintained our friendship. And then she moved to Calgary because she got married to Ian, who's Canadian, who also taught in Korea, but we didn't meet him in Korea.
We didn't know him there, yeah.
But we all became super close once we moved to Calgary and spent more time together. Yeah.
That's funny you say that because I mentioned Korea downstairs too.
Oh, you did?
Which you will see when you edit the video.
Okay, let's see what's in here. It's a lot of...
Yeah, these are going to come out either way, so I figure I'll displace some of them.
And we'll reuse all of it. Oh!
There's a present?
There's a present.
Should we open this or should we wait till Christmas?
Oh, I don't know.
We need to get
Let's open it. Let's open it.
Okay. Oh, yes. Oh, yes. Extra strong, icy menthol.
This is Kale's favorite flavor of
3,
Ricola.
4, 14 packs.
It's a lot of Ricola.
14 days of Christmas. And on each day, I got a pack of Ricola icy menthol.
That's so sweet.
Thank you. Thank you.
Yeah, thank you, Ian and Jenny. We miss you guys. You're gonna have one right away, huh?
Yeah. This will tide me over.
Okay.
I'm not even sick. I just like the flavor of these.
So now it's time to open this Christmas present.
It's delicious.
It's heavy, whatever it is. I like the plaid wrapping paper. Oh my gosh!
Oh!
Oh my gosh! Okay, this is spice from the Silk Road, which is a spice company in Calgary. Is this in focus? It's hard to see. These are spices from the Silk Road, which is a spice company in Calgary that we fell in love with. Jenny loves this company so much. And she's actually gifted us a few spices from the Silk Road, and we are almost out on a few of them, but...
And do you see what blend that is?
Yeah, the seafood blends. And we eat a lot of seafood in this house. Kale has taken to cooking scallops, and you cook them so good.
I want to see what...
Seafood blend spice set. So we've got a maple smoked salmon rub.
Yep.
That
I
sounds
was going to say that
delicious.
sounds good. When you said maple, I was like, that sounds good on salmon.
Baltimore Bay seasoning. Oh, that's really good for
some,
like seafood
Maryland
boils, maybe.
Blue crab or something.
Yep. Bow River fish blend. Oh, that's cool. It's
okay.
Very Calgary.
So like a freshwater fish. Maybe we can put that on some of the trout.
Ooh, yum. And saltwater chili lime seasoning. Oh, I'm excited to try this one. On clams,
Halibut?
maybe?
Yeah. Or I think I could put that one on the... Or I think I could put that one on the scallops too.
Scallops? Yeah, you can
like
do
a
scallops.
chili lime blend. Yeah, because
or shrimp.
Yeah, shrimp too.
Yeah.
Yeah, that'd be chili lime for shrimp. Oh yeah. Yeah.
Thank you so much, Ian, Jenny. We miss you guys. We should rewrap that present and put it under the tree. Because right now we have just a dog toy underneath there. Nothing else, but it's still a festive tree.
I'm just bent down low, trying to get in the frame when it's on the table.
Yep, Kale's trying to reacquaint himself with being on camera after taking a while.
Yep.
Or after being away from the camera for a while. How was it vlogging again?
It's good. I think
awkward?
you're gonna like my content down there,
Okay.
and you're gonna be in for a surprise.
Okay, I'm looking forward to it.
But by this time in your editing, you will have already seen that.
Okay. Hi, Dempsey. Was someone at the door? Yeah, someone had dropped off a package. Oh, what's that?
We got a package from buywinesonline.com.
Oh, whoever
Yep.
sent this knows us very well.
Yep. I know who this was. This was our friend Chris from Toronto. He was telling me to expect a package on Friday. We missed it yesterday, so I'm glad we were still home when they came by today.
That's so nice. We miss Chris so much.
Yeah.
He actually visited us when we lived in Calgary and stayed with us a few days.
Yeah.
He is awesome and we miss him.
And Chris, I feel like, could very well be a sommelier, so he has good taste in wine. So
He
I'm
is
excited to
our
see what
wine
this is.
expert friend.
Yeah.
We could definitely put this under the tree for now until we open it.
Yeah.
Want to put our first present under the tree?
Oh. It's a good thing I have this soothing lozenge to lube up my throat to hit that high note.
Bjork note.
Bjork note.
Kale and all his Riccolas.
Bathing them.
So I'm back in the studio and I got the full story from Kale as to what happened down here, and I heard that he spilled coffee, and unfortunately the spilled coffee went on some chargers, including the charger that charges the battery for this camera. So it's a good thing we have a backup. So what I'm vlogging on right now is the Sony, I'll put the model here, but it's a Sony vlogging camera. It's awesome. And I've been using it mostly because I think it's much better than the backup Canon G7, this model pretty much over here. So that's why I've been using it. It focuses much faster and it's just overall a better camera. Whereas the Canon one, it's really hard to focus on things. So it's not exactly great for vlogging, even though a lot of vloggers use it. We're not sure what's wrong with those chargers. They won't turn on. There's a light that indicates that it's working, and for 3 of the chargers we had over there charging 3 different kinds of batteries, they're not working anymore. So, you know, that's sad and unfortunate. So what can you do? Kale grabbed them and he's trying to fix them. In the meantime, I'm gonna use what little battery life I have left in the battery that's in here to to vlog the rest of Vlogmas Day 10. So we'll see. I have these sugar scrubs that I'm labeling right now. We're doing Earth Song, and look how beautiful. See how quickly it focuses on the thing? The Sony cameras are way better at focusing than the Canon cameras. So if you're considering a vlogging camera, this Sony one that I'm vlogging on right now is excellent, and I highly recommend it. If you want to check out the price, there's a link to it down below. But I'm excited to go see my niece for her birthday dinner, and also to go do a little bit of grocery shopping, which, you know what, I'll probably show you, because when I'm out and about, I like to vlog on my iPhone. That's also a pretty good vlogging camera, to be honest. All of my date night footage was from an iPhone, and I thought that the footage was really, really good. I've been reading the feedback on whether or not I should get an industrial mixer, and there were a lot of really good points that you guys brought up. Someone brought up the good point that questioning whether or not I had the power to run a machine like that from this space. I don't know if I do, so that's something to consider. Someone suggested getting secondary bowls so that I can mix a few batches up just using one machine. I thought that was a great idea too. That's why I love throwing these questions out there, because they're is a wealth of experience from people who watch me that can provide that insight. And it's so valuable because there's so many people that watch me that go through the comments, and I'm sure a lot of the questions that they have get answered just by reading comments on my videos. Oh.
So I got 2 of the chargers to work so far. The other one I'm still working on.
Okay, bye.
Bye.
Okay, good news. Looks like we're gonna have some chargers that will work after all. Maybe a few of them just need to dry out in order to start working again. You know, accidents happen. What can you do? Told Kayla you really shouldn't be drinking coffee down here like that unless it's in a like a tumbler type thing with a lid on top. Okay, tell me how many of you guys do this, or how many of your husbands do this, where you'll go into your car and they have a mug of coffee that's uncovered and they go into the car and drink it. Kale does that all the time, and he likes to walk around with uncovered coffee in so many different places. In IKEA, he won't cover his coffee when he walks around. And I tell him all the time, like, oh, I don't know, he should be more careful. Although when he told me the story about his coffee falling over and spilling, it was because of he was resting it on something and it knocked over. So even a covered mug wouldn't have prevented the coffee from flying everywhere. I'm glad that the chargers got the brunt of it and not any of my products. And here are the finished labeled scrubs. Man, they look so good. I love my new labels. Just super proud of these guys. And if you want a jar of these, there's a link to them down below. They are in stock because I make them to order. I'm trying to figure out a way to make more of them, obviously, but yeah, it's working right now. We'll see what I end up doing down the road so that I'm able to make more of them in one go, but they are good, wonderful scrubs. But if you want to make these scrubs, there's a link to the recipe that I use and sell down below on my Patreon. And speaking of my Patreon, thank you to my patrons. You guys are so awesome, especially my Bubble BFFs, these guys right here on the screen. You have made such a huge difference in my life, and I appreciate each and every one of you. And I also appreciate everyone who's been following me on this Vlogmas journey. You guys are having so much fun, and I love reading the comments. Thank you so much. And until the next video, keep smiling and keep being awesome, and I'll see you in the next one. So this is us trying to wrap our niece's birthday present. We got her a Squishmallow. It's actually not Squishmallow brand, but it's like an off-brand Squishmallow, and a notebook. These are things that she let us know that she wanted, so putting that in a box.
You need like bubble wrap or something?
Oh, that's so cute. No, this should be fine.